Hi everyone, Figma Config 2025 is here, and these are some massive updates coming from Figma. And I was really looking forward to this year's config. Uh, I think there have been some major updates, and these things will change how designers have been thinking and working. So, of course, some of these things that they've introduced are not entirely new, but the fact that this comes on our favorite piece of software, which is Figma, does validate some of these processes at their core. So there were 4 new updates. Of course, there was Figma Buzz, there was Figma Sites, there was Figma Make, and there was Figma Draw. And I'm going to focus on the 2 updates which are most relevant for UX designers, which is Figma Sites and Figma Make. Figma Make is something which you've already seen on tools like Lovable or V0 or Bolt AI. So of course, it's again not something entirely new, but what it does is it validates prompt to code or design to code as a process for designers. So what does this mean, and how does this change or challenge the landscape that we currently exist in? At least one of the things is going to be true is that Figma is not going irrelevant, at least in the next couple of years. A lot of people were thinking about it. A lot of designers were feeling that FOMO, that maybe they need to learn something new, and Figma is getting outdated, and all of that. In fact, in one of my recent videos, I mentioned the exact same thing much before the announcements in Figma, that Figma is not going to be relevant. It has too much to lose. So good to see that they have at least kept up with time. Coming to what is now expected out of a designer. And I think traditionally we've always been focused on the design process, and every new update and all these new AI tools is bringing us closer to becoming builders and not just designers. What I mean by that is now designers can be expected to make something which is way more functional, way more real, and now we have the capability of publish that into a website or into a platform within Figma itself. Now this gives us enormous power, and I think for all the creative designers out there who have had ideas or who wanted to explore possibilities of what you could do in development, now you have the tool to do that. Of course, some of you designers may have already tried your hands on V0. I was, somebody who was using V0, and I really enjoyed, working with the whole Claude model. So, of course, to be able to do that in Figma seamlessly is going to be interesting. I still haven't had the opportunity to use Figma Make, like most of you here, but I'm sure I'm going to make a video once I, try my hands on it and, go full blown. So yes, the theme is going to be from designers to builders, and you need to keep up now. And I think if ever there was a challenge in adoption, Figma solves for that. What that means is that all the designers now are going to try Figma Make. So it's not going to be a niche thing, to know how to develop your design. It's going to be used by everybody. So as soon as you get your hands on Figma Make, start trying out ideas, start building out functional products, and it's going to be a game changer in a way that designers will have a lot more control over development process, and which is essentially going to solve for that very important thing that design does not get developed twice, which essentially means that if you have made a design, you're the one implementing it. And yes, that would mean a lot of process change, and that would also mean a lot of redundancy gone out of production. So I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited for that. And of course, the footnote is obviously if you were ever procrastinating on making your portfolio, it becomes slightly more easier. Although I don't feel moving out of Framer to Figma or vice versa is going to change a lot. People who've not made a portfolio is not because to build a portfolio you need to use another tool. Framer is something that all designers are comfortable using, even somebody who is using it for the first time. But yes. The other changes, I'm really excited for that. And I hope this is going to be a short video. And I hope these new updates also challenge you into your thought process as a designer, because ultimately all these tools are going to help you create more ideas. And that's essentially going to be the key going forward as well. I've talked about this in my previous videos, that execution is something that will be solved for, and that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to make things easy for us to build, and that is always going to be a mechanical process. But creativity is not something that AI is going to challenge right now. For that, I think we'll probably need quantum computing, because that will need general thinking. So creativity is still going to be something that we will still hold above technology. So keep being creative. The more ideas you explore will help you be more creative. The more you are going to build finished products, you will start to think about how it actually functions and how you can build on top of that. Some of the examples that were shown in the Figma presentations were mind blowing, and of course, if you've used products like V0 or Lovable or Bolt, even, you would have seen that model function for you. But now I think a larger audience is going to experience that. So again, be the first one to try it out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love for you to send me links in comments of things that you have built on. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you got something out of it. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and share this with your designer friends or non-designer friends who you think may find this content relevant. Have a nice day.